Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogown Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hello.
What was that?
Nothing.
Amateurs. Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. Great to see everybody in chat. Hope you guys are doing well. Pops, what's up? Good to see you.
In the door.
Yes, he was.
Big hug.
Sandra Piper, how are you?
Miss Sandra, good to see you.
Jurassic, what's up? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Sharon Guy, how are you? You gotta take it easy, Sandra. Sharon, sorry. Woke up with a creak in my neck.
Yeah, it's not fun. Not at all. Jim, what's up?
I guess I said it wrong. It's crick.
Creek.
Creek's got water in it.
Yes. Northwoods. Good to see you.
Hey, Jim.
Tina G. What's up, girl?
Northwoods. I'm getting there. She's ahead of me in chat.
Roger Blair. Good to see you.
She's way ahead of me in chat.
Ben. What's up, Ben?
Tina woke up with a creak in her body.
You're right.
Crick.
That's most days for me.
Ben, how's it going? Where did I didn't see him?
I saw him in there somewhere.
Oh, there he is. Scrolled right by him.
So today,
Northwoods is live, coming to you live from the laundromat.
I'm doing laundry too.
Washing machines are on spin.
Right? Today at work was the last day of the first week of summer camp. 9 more weeks to go.
Counting that shit down.
Oh my god! Actually, the kids this week, they weren't bad, not at all. You have a couple that try to pluck your last nerve occasionally, but overall, it went pretty well.
Yeah, some of that shit you got to nip in the butt in the beginning.
Oh, in the beginning,
'Cause
no running in the office.
torture
Keep
you
your
for the rest
voices
of
down inside.
9 weeks.
I feel like I'm back in school. No running in the hallway.
So what's going on with you guys? How you guys doing?
Roger says I live near a creek. Does that count for anything? NAC, good to see you, David.
Man, my shoulder was bothering me today, and I put myself right here. Like I hit that. Oh my god! I hit that nerve. Whatever is really hurting right here, and it just I wanted to cry.
Oof.
I did it while I was driving. Like I felt it, and I was like, "Whoop!"
Oh, jeez.
Use that massager on it.
Make yourself cry.
Make myself cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I have a massager that I had bought because I get cramps, not cramps, knots, in my leg or
Muscles
wherever.
Not up.
And yeah, if it's a bad knot, I'll push on that and grind on that until I'm almost crying.
Almost. Shoot.
No, I make you cry if I use
Yes.
it. Jim says, crossed over a few creeks, but not attack me. So, apparently, Google, of all things, doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, Google, the company, wants to release millions of mosquitoes genetically altered mosquitoes.
Male mosquitoes.
In Florida and California. I don't understand that. That just doesn't make sense. Are there mosquitoes where they want to put their data centers or some shit?
They're claiming that it's to control the mosquitoes that are carrying god awful diseases.
We know how invasive species work down here. They don't. They take over.
Yep.
No shit. Plants, animals, bugs, lizards, whatever. That goes in the animal section, I guess. Snakes. I mean, invasive shit thrives down here. Tina says they're just going to mess up the ecosystem. But it doesn't make sense.
What is their agenda? What is their
Google, of all, you know.
Yeah. Why?
It's, if y'all know, let us know.
Well, the proposal has been submitted to the EPA, and their EPA is now investigating the whole, because it's an experimental.
Yeah, fuck that.
So
We ain't
they,
guinea pigs.
so they have to get approval.
We also have to get the approval from Florida.
Yeah.
It's not like the feds are going to be like, oh, yeah, go spray Florida.
Yep. Well, they may.
Yeah, well.
Democrats,
they'll do
anyways.
that with resistance. Right. Tina feels like she got run over by a truck and hasn't done shit today.
I know that feeling.
NAC says, Jim, my wife says I was born on the wrong side of the creek because I talk too slow. Yeah, we talk too fast.
Or too much.
Too much. Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, but I guarantee you put an hour show side by side, my hour show with somebody else's, like just Jim, for example, I get more words out per minute.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird when you hear different dialects of Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Mexicans talk slow normally.
Cubans, holy crap, they're so fast.
Yeah.
And they sound angry. They do. Because they're so fast.
I don't know how. I couldn't understand Spanish like that.
It's hard. I've known a woman for 15 years, and we get it. We understand each other a lot, but it gets difficult at times. We definitely use a translator. And I think she's too fast for the translator. It can't keep up.
Whoa, is she Cuban?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, it's weird that some countries speak so much faster.
And then put me in a room with Puerto Rican, I can understand probably 80%.
Jim
Maybe
says
more.
unforeseen problems coming up with those mosquitoes. It just doesn't make sense that Google's involved.
That it's their project.
Yeah, why? Just California and Florida. That's where they want to release mosquitoes. Anyway. Northwood says, I'm surprised I don't hear more Spanish spoken around here, but maybe it's because it's a military town. There's a lot of Spanish in the military. I heard a lot of Spanish in Arizona. And, well, outside my door, too, so.
Right. Not as much since one of the neighbors has moved.
Yeah, he's not yelling for his dog. JJ! What? JJ!
Every day.
I think he went back to Puerto Rico.
Oh, I wish him well.
Yeah, he's cool. Little bizarre. I'm surprised he drove because he couldn't see shit.
He didn't drive to Puerto Rico.
No,
In
in general.
I know, but
Yeah, you're right. It did sound that way. I'm sure somebody else goes, yeah, you can't drive Puerto Rico. No, in general, I'm surprised he drove a car because his eyesight was bad.
yeah.
Real bad.
That's why he was out there yelling for his dog all the time.
So many cats that are the same size, so it's just couldn't pick
Couldn't
it
tell them
out.
apart.
Okay, I had to put my phone in my back pocket and move the clothes to the dryer, and everybody's looking funny at me because you put the phone in your back pocket. It's not a manly thing to do.
Sure it is. Everybody does.
I don't. I'll break it. Sit on it. I'll break it. I think I've gotten used to Texas accent, but I definitely don't have one yet.
She says, Jim, do you have murder bees in your area? She says that like it's,
Common thing.
Yeah, murder bees.
There's those Africanized killer bees.
I feel like everything outside is trying to kill you now. Jim says, not yet.
Yeah, we don't need those. I just don't want to get bit again by what I got bit the other day. That sucked. Jim says tons of hornets and yellow jackets. I deal with a lot of spiders at work. They get on the boats.
Oh God, yeah.
Every day when I get there, I gotta bring my long pole with my big, what do you call it? Brush on it. Knock down all the cobwebs, and it's like there's just tons of them.
And they're big monstrous spiders. We went out on the boat the other day and it was really cloudy. They were calling for rain a lot throughout the day, and we knew this going out, but I had my purse and I wanted to find a dry spot for it in case it did rain. So I'm opening up compartments, and I think I got to the live well, and as soon as I open it, shut it real quick. There was a giant spider about the size of a quarter. That was just the body, not the leg.
What's up, Mr. Lee?
Lee. Good to see you.
So, Northwoods, if you got fire ants there, do not go out in bare feet. Anywhere in Texas.
He speaks from experience.
I'm scratching my ankle right now thinking, why am I scratching?
Last time we were up in Alabama, he was trying to were you closing the pop-up?
I was setting up the pop-up.
No, it was taking it down because some of those ant piles weren't there when we first got there. Remember?
Well, no, it was during, but
But I look over and he's standing just perfectly on top of one. His foot was, and I just see him start coming up. I'm like, move, move, move. It was too late. They always get you.
Yeah, and they get me bad. My feet just get jacked up.
Fire ants are no joke. I remember when I was in boot camp in South Carolina, Fort Jackson. That was part of our punishment. They would drop us and make us do push-ups, hands in ant piles, and they don't move, or you get 50 more. My hands were jacked up big time.
First time I ever got bit by a fire ant was in Alabama. I was carrying. I went out in the woods and I was carrying firewood because where I was staying, they burnt their garbage, so I would get firewood to go with it. And I grabbed a bunch of wood and I'm walking back and I look at the firewood and there's just these ants all over the place, all over my hands. And then they started biting and I was like, I just toughed it out until I got the firewood. It's not like I just freaked out. But holy shit.
They bite, it stings and burns and burns.
And then it leaves
stings and
a little blister, a pussy blister.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's too descriptive. So where is everybody tonight?
right?
They're not here.
No,
I mean, the ones that count are here. I'm just wondering where the rest of them
absolutely.
are. So, Mr. Lee, what's going on with you, man? Tina said, fire ants will F you up.
Oh yeah.
Girlfriend snoring is usually my alarm clock, he says. Oh, wow. Jim says $3.50 a gallon for gas.
Yeah, I sold $3.58 yesterday. Today $3.99. Is it because the weekend's coming? I don't understand. The hike goes up, goes down. Up, goes down.
I think Chris and I were talking about it and how can they change the price so quickly? Like,
So drastically.
well, it's not like you're changing the price of what's already been paid for in the tanks. You know, I could see it going up when the new truck comes, makes a new delivery.
That's when the prices are. That's when they go up. They're not allowed to change prices until the truck driver actually
Oh, okay.
changes. Well, I know that for Wawa. I don't know if that's all stations, but
Should be.
yeah.
It's just probably there's probably. I'm just assuming.
A law, a rule.
Excuse me. So yeah, enough of us babbling. Let somebody else join us and come babble with us.
Tina said, I haven't had to put gas in my car for 2 weeks. I can't tell you the price. Yeah, I used to be able to fill up the tank and it would last the better part of 2 weeks, just shy, a day or two shy of 2 weeks. Now I'm filling up every week, just about.
Why?
The cost? I don't know, but it's burning quicker.
That's the thing. It's burning quicker.
Yeah.
How is it burning quicker?
No, I saw people on YouTube and TikTok videos that YouTube shows of questioning what are they doing to the gas? Are they putting water in it? I mean, I know the whole ethanol thing was supposed to go up to what, 15%?
Yeah.
That was supposed to happen this week, I believe. I heard it and then
and
follow
ethanol. Well, Jim can burn ethanol in his truck too. I can. Like 85. E85.
I don't know that I can. I don't think I can. I haven't seen anything.
No,
to
I think
indicate
you
it.
have the.
I have the EcoBoost thing.
Yeah, you have the EcoBoost,
Yeah.
not the dual fuel.
Right.
Jim has, and I have the dual fuel. But I don't get good mileage with the ethanol. I get better mileage with pure gas.
Sure, so they're putting more ethanol and other junk in it to mess up the motors. So that everybody will have to buy a smart car and they can monitor you and control your ride based on your emotional status, emotional state. What's up, baby?
I
What are you
couldn't.
doing,
I'll drive this truck until I can't drive anymore before I go that route. I can almost guarantee I'll never have a brand new car again.
I never had.
Well, I mean, like I would never buy a new car. Roger, I drive an F-150. She drives an Escape. What year is your truck, Roger? Northwood says all I need is for my bike is a fully charged battery, and I can go about 25 miles. I just get nervous about driving on the road out here.
Roger says I have an F-150. My mom has an Escape.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was reading.
That's why
something
I
else.
asked what year it was.
I got you. Sorry. I was reading something else at the time.
All right. Might as well read it. Why Google is seeking approval to release millions of mosquitoes in Florida and California. To reduce disease spreading populations.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, but why them? Why, that doesn't make sense.
Why Google?
Yes. Truck is 2016. The Escape is a 2011. I have a 2014.
2013.
You have 2013.
Mm-hmm.
But my truck only it was my dad's neighbors, and my dad had it for a little while, and then now I have it. But it just turned 60,000 miles.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's 12 years old.
That rental had like 52,000 miles on it.
That was a year old.
Yeah.
Indeed, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, right.
He said, I wish they would reduce disease spreading populations here.
Right. That's what it said. The spread of diseases has been dropping since the border got locked down.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it. So Jim had said, where'd it go? The mosquitoes are actually robots, and Google's going to have a whole new level of resolution on Street View. And it's going to be from your inside of your house looking out.
Tina retracted her message.
Okay.
How did I know?
I was about to read it too.
How did I know? Greetings, Danny.
This is his.
So I got to see a rocket launch this morning on the way to work. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that it was when I got up and I turned on YouTube. It had already gone up, or it had just gone up because the
I saw it coming up over the horizon. I just saw it looked like a fireball, and I knew because I actually saw it as soon as it came into view. And it was funny because traffic slowed down, like everybody was trying to watch it while everybody's driving. I was on I-4 at the time. It was cool. I
He
gotta,
says, Roger says, why don't you increase the bird and bat population to eat the mosquitoes?
right? Dragonflies. You know, they eat mosquitoes
And they do.
and they don't bite.
Mosquito hawks eat mosquitoes too.
They're gentle.
Those look like those really huge looking mosquitoes.
Yeah.
We call them Jersey mosquitoes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Those are mosquito hawks. They eat little mosquitoes.
Well, I don't know that that's a good alternative. I'll stick to the dragonflies.
What's up, Gate Smasher?
They're way cooler.
Yeah. I think it's, what is it, my YouTube? No, my
That's your Facebook.
page.
Your backdrop.
Up top. There's up on the top of the page. There's
The fishing
There's
pole.
a fishing pole. And then there's a dragonfly sitting on the tip of it.
Right on the tip.
And they do that out here all the
Oh,
time.
all the time. I get two or three at a time if I sit still long enough. Gate Smasher. Good to see you.
Indeed. So I was talking to some guys today. They came in on one of Chris's boats. They were out fishing. The guy's been out like 8 times in the past 2 weeks because his son's in from the army or whatever he's in from.
Oh, wow.
And they've been fishing their asses off. But we got to go down to Beauclair.
We've been down there, but we haven't stayed and fished.
Well, you know where the Bigfoot is?
Yes.
That whole,
That whole.
but out to like where the canal opens to Dora. That whole area along it, from what I understand.
Let's do it.
It's just a trip.
It's not that far. It's really not that far. I don't think it is. No further than going from your marina to the house, I think.
I don't know. From the time you get into Eustis on that end and get over here, it's probably 5 miles.
Yeah, I don't think it's that far to Beauclair. We've been there a couple times. I mean, we went to the mouth and then went up through there. That's how we saw the Bigfoot.
Jim says the typo bug is spreading. Crickets, worms, and minnows. It's funny. I never used crickets for fishing.
Yeah, I would never. Sorry.
Well, no,
I
like
could deal with worms, but
trout fishing, I used to use mealworms.
I could deal with worms.
Um,
I'll pass on the bugs, the creepy crawlers.
But never crickets. We can buy them at the bait store.
I
They
see him
sell
every
'em.
time we go in there.
Yeah.
I stay away from him. He's got that fake one, the giant one, sitting over top of the bin with all the crickets in it. I don't think it's fake.
Ma,
though.
you gotta chill. She's eating that. She's gonna go out.
Yeah, I'll take her out.
You gotta go out.
She won't go with me though. Not
Well,
while you're
go out.
not while you're here.
Bodies. Outdated shrimp is great bait for catfish. I have a bunch of freezer burn shrimp. Just gotta defrost them and also, all you gotta do is take your rig you have for your,
I know.
just take the worm off and thread a shrimp on there and throw it out there on the bottom.
Well, hell, I caught that catfish on a worm.
Yeah, that was weird.
I've caught everything.
Chicken livers are good for catfish, but they got to be fresh.
Well, you got to figure every species of fish that I've ever caught has been on a worm, for the most part,
Or minnow.
or minnow. I'm just saying, like everything that I caught last weekend, the weekend before,
Oh yeah, me too.
everything out here,
I'm too lazy to
I'm
like
talking catfish,
tie a
tilapia.
different lure on if I'm using that. I'm just fish with them.
I caught a sunny out there on the worm, and it's a speed worm, so it's not like I'm using something small.
Northwood says he saw a guy toss shrimp into the lobster tank and they were fighting over it.
Oh wow!
The moon reptilian spacecraft is bright tonight. Is it a full moon today?
No, that was last weekend.
Oh, really?
Not this past weekend. The weekend before, I think. 30th.
Anita, how are you?
It was the 30th. Hey, Anita. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well.
Indeed.
Yeah, the
The blue moon
just passed. It was the second moon of May.
May. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we
so
just
that was
missed
on
it.
that was on the 30th, actually. Tina says that's why I'm not catching crappie. They want live bait. No, I've used minnows for crappie or jigs. They take jigs
Yeah, they'll take jigs.
big time.
I've got
I think jigs are more fun.
thousands. I want to say
know.
thousands, but hundreds of jigs,
Crappie jig. Yeah.
crappie jigs.
No, it's fun catching crappie with on a jig.
No, we're not catching them because they move. They
They've
spawn
already
and
run and
yeah.
gone
I don't know where they are. They're deeper.
deep down, probably.
I don't know. Still having medical issues, but doing okay. Well, prayers, Anita. Mr. Lisa Sharon, my pumpkins are growing at an alarming rate. May 20th, 2027 will be the next blue moon. Tina's already making squash out of the garden.
Tomatoes need a little more time, though.
Every year I'm like, oh, I want to do a bucket garden or, just get some shit going. And
We never did.
I blink and it's too late.
Sharon says, Mr. Lee, that's awesome. We have so many tomatoes and no one to pick them. And now all this rain.
Harold, what's up?
I wish I was nearby. I couldn't pick them for
Good
you.
to see you. That's just odd. NACC said, I fished with an old man once. He licked every worm before he put it on the hook. He said he'd catch more fish that way. That's ugh. No. Like the night crawlers have that. They have get slime on them. Ugh.
I bet it does.
I'm gonna have this
Sharon.
bad look on my face for the rest of the show now.
Worm looking face.
Yeah, just the thought of it, I'm like grossed out. I mean, to lick a worm on a bet, fine, but to do it every time you put one on the hook. Mr. Lee said his tan is fading fast.
He's bringing back his snow camouflage.
That's tan is saran wrap. He drank White Lightning first to flavor the worm. Kill anything that might be attached to that worm.
Shannon says, Mr. Lee, oh no, not the tan.
My son left an old motorcycle helmet next to the girl, and when he went to move it, it had eggs and nest in it. And now they've hatched. Oh shit. Fucking thing must have been sitting there a while. They were wrens. Squash and zucchini is awesome for homemade sweet relish. Huh.
Mr. Lee, did you try were you using my old email? Because I don't have access to that anymore. They want me to buy storage and I refuse.
It's the old.
Well, because I put in one of his comments to the post that he put up playing the guitar. I put my new email address in there.
Harold says fish long enough to drain off tequila bottle, just to see if you can hook the worm.
Oh, that's odd.
What?
I'll have to double check. He said no, the new one. I have to double check and make sure that I wrote it properly.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I will go look, Mr. Lee.
No, it's just his government's blocking all the emails.
Am I on a watch list or something? No emails for you.
Yeah, there was a cold front basically that came through here. I mean, it got into the 80s, but
It wasn't
like the overnight low is going to be 62.
like today was gorgeous, I thought. I mean, I wasn't out in the sun at all, but
It was overcast, cloudy.
Humidity was low. It
and
was
windy.
like 52%. It was comfortable. It was a nice wind all day. I think 83 was the high that I saw. But I know Tina and them, I think, didn't it go down to the 40s a couple nights ago? 48, 48,
Yeah.
49, something like that. Well, the weekend that I was up in Georgia, I got up there, Friday night or Friday afternoon. The low that night was like 59, 58, 59. I was chilly a little bit. I put a t-shirt on.
Jim, no, the preacher at our church hit the bottle to flavor his preaching. Kate Smasher says, yes, it was a good hair day. I don't know.
Yeah, Jim said 48 yesterday, 52 this morning.
I've eaten the worm once in a tequila bottle.
Not me.
Tina says, Mo, Stevie B, I'm going to overnight you some tomatoes when they come in.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn that.
I'll pay the postage.
That
That would be wonderful. The tomatoes down here are just, I don't,
take squash too, by the way.
I don't like them, but they're mealy.
Yeah, no.
Everything grows in sand down here. I miss a good tomato sandwich. I do.
Big old beef steak.
Yep. Big slice of tomato, salt and pepper, and mayo.
I Wonder Bread.
Right.
That was your childhood.
True story. Hell, I used to eat when I was a kid. We'd go grab a tomato out of my grandpa's garden and
Just
grab a salt and pepper shaker.
Salt shaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bite into it like an apple.
Jim said it was all sun and 90 today. Excuse me. This coffee's repeating on me.
I should drink more.
It's probably the
See,
dinner.
Nita says tomato sandwiches are the best. They are.
We used to get some of the best tomatoes in the world in Jersey.
Oh man. I got them from my grandpa's garden. They were the best.
I went to do a job on a house one time, and they had a garden outside. We were plumbing, but they had a garden outside, and their tomato plants had to be 8 foot tall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as a little girl,
They
I
were
was
all wired into this, like,
I was on a
they were
step ladder.
attached. I was like, what the fuck? How is it possible?
I remember being on a step ladder, plucking the ones from the top.
Northwoods, I believe you. Dude, if I if I had all the money back that I spent on alcohol, shit. Be it bars and liquor stores. I have a lot of money. A fifth. How many? What is that? One. The milliliters on a fifth. I used to do a pint a night, and usually something to chase it, like a Mike's Hard Lemonade or something. I'd do vodka or whatever, but I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all.
I agree with Tina. North, I'm glad you're not doing that anymore.
Absolutely.
You too.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not doing it anymore. If I continued, I wouldn't be doing this. I would.
No, we wouldn't.
Uh-uh.
I wouldn't be here.
Northwood says these days just thinking about drinking turns my stomach. Occasionally I'll have a weird dream where I drink in the dream. It's bizarre. It's usually a beer. There comes a time for all of us when the party is over. Tina says, no, I'll pay. Let us pay. We want a lot of tomatoes. No. Hell, I'll make sauce.
I'll make sauce.
You make sauce. You're the Italian.
I haven't made sauce in a long time.
No, I'll be the one that'll be like blanching them and peeling them.
No. I'll do it.
Mr. Lee says nobody should drink after 40. Fact. Yeah, I just my sister's out in Arizona. She has a drinking problem. Supposedly she's in rehab right now. So I'm hoping that she does well.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's just, it's nasty disease. It doesn't have to be. You just say no.
Like me. I mean, I'm not opposed to drinking. I just choose not to.
Yeah, no. I never said, I don't, I always thought you just did it out of respect for me.
Well, partially now, but I
Don't
never
bother.
did before. I never did before. That's the thing. I mean, it's I'd not say I never did. I just choose not to. I've always said I don't need anything to make me feel bad in the morning. You know?
Just waking up
I got
sucks.
I got enough issues on my I don't need anything to help me feel worse. No, I'm not against drinking. I spent a weekend in the Key West with my sister, bar hopping every bar in Key West, trying rum runners. See who had the best rum runners. I've had my share of drinking. Just didn't choose it as a daily thing. It was one occasion.
Jim says after bartending, I just don't want to be around sloppy drunks. Mr. Lee says, Jim, did I tell you it was 30 years together with my girlfriend on May 31st? She won't marry, though, because she thinks I'm going to steal our money.
30 years.
Talk about
That's fucking awesome.
the long con.
I know. Right? That's awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations. 30 years is a long
Yeah.
time. Put up with your ass. Yes.
Tina says, LOL, smart woman.
Well, yeah, you'd end up with her money and he'd end up in the States.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully she'd come with the boat pulling out over there. I don't understand why people boat at night. Doesn't make sense. Anyway. Jay, what's up? Jay says, where you living, Mr. Lee? I can come and steal it and then you can get married. Obviously, Mr. Lee doesn't like crowds. He says, I can't stand weddings. All those peeps.
Not for me, telling you.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of crowds. Just, eh. Unless I'm on a stage, then bigger the better. I think the most nerve-wracking time I sang was in Arizona. I did a contest for a city, like the city sponsored it. And I forget what I sang, but it was the voting was online. Like people would watch it. They saw it. It was a big ass live crowd. It was outside, but people had to vote online. So it wasn't a talent contest. It was more a popularity contest.
Well, aren't they all?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Alcoholism, that is an ugly death. Yeah, and apparently it's one of the worst habits to quit cold turkey because it can kill you.
Sorry, I'm laughing at what Lee wrote. He said, if I'm honest, I prefer a funeral. No one talks and the food is always good.
True that, Mr. Lee.
That's why I laugh. I'm like, yeah, he's right.
Jim's photographed weddings for a long time.
That's what it said. His daughter's wedding was not big. Being in Alaska had something to do with that. And my daughter's wedding was, I mean, it was a decent amount of people there. It was mostly her friends, but it was a alcohol-free wedding, dry wedding is what they called it.
So, Northwoods, why did you take the train and not fly? Just because you wanted to experience that? Or, you know, I don't know. I think I would have flown.
Yeah, maybe take a train back, but it might have
Hey,
been cheaper.
Sharon.
It was probably cheaper for one.
And you'd be surprised, man. You have a train that far and you get a sleeper car? That adds up. Karen says the hubby and my wedding were just immediate family.
Well, my oldest daughter, her wedding was, I mean, we planned a huge wedding, venue, everything. And then 3 days before her wedding, the COVID shutdown happened. So it just canceled her wedding 100%. She got about 80% of her payments back. Not all of it, but the preacher felt terrible about it. So quietly he said, immediate family, parents and siblings, let's do it. So we did. It was small and quaint. It was cool. And then on their 1 year anniversary, everything that was planned originally came to fruition. Everything worked out. Beautiful wedding. But yeah, 3 days before the shutdown happened.
That sucks.
And people were flying in from all over. That was the 20% of the most of the cost that wasn't able to be recovered.
Sorry, I'm looking up something.
Good morning, Sharon. Good to see you. Turns out we had no alcohol at our wedding either, just in case there was anyone there that had a problem. I honestly believe that my daughter's wedding, they didn't have alcohol because it was just too expensive. It really was.
I kind of got drunk before I got married last time. My first wedding was a big wedding, church, catered, restaurant, the whole 9 yards. The second wedding was on a train, which in itself was fucking cool as hell, but it wasn't a big crowd. Immediate family, a couple friends.
Northwood said I didn't want to be stuck in airports with layovers. The way I went, I only had to deal with 3-hour flights each way. I got to see more of the country on the train too, along with his sighting.
Right on.
Let me bring it up, Lee.
The fact that he has a channel is, I've never seen it.
I'm sorry.
Shush. Let me see if I can find it, Mr. Lee.
I got it.
I still want to find it, Mr. Lee.
I got it.
That's weird. I pull it up and there I am live. I'm like, oh, yeah, that dude. Yeah, as soon as Kate Smasher says marriage always breaks up after the groom finds out the bride slept with the best man or the best usher and best man, ushers and priest, not because of the booze.
It's huge. He said show it.
Jeez, I'm having pole envy. Is that a harpoon or a lance, dude? I don't know if you throw that from a boat or the back of a horse.
That's what she said.
Pole envy.
I said that thing is huge. Yeah, very cool. That there proper harpoon, telling you.
Well, it seemed I was looking for the tip to see if it was like a harpoon. Huh. That's cool, Mr. Lee. It's like 12 foot long. Handmade and forged with iron. Sharon says, it can't be Mr. Lee. He didn't have his bandana on. Northwood says, I want to go back to Montana on the train and spend a few nights in Glacier Park Lodge. I did an image search for the lodge. It's huge and old. I have to look it up. I've never been to Montana.
Me either.
That whole area, like
Northern
anything
Florida.
north of Arizona, except Colorado, I haven't been to, or California, Washington. I know California. I've been
I
to
was gonna say,
Washington or Oregon. I meant,
You've been to, you just haven't been to Northern California.
yeah, no.
Me either.
I was. Where the hell did I stay?
Farthest north in California to San Francisco.
Inland from Malibu. I forget the name of the town I was in. Didn't you see it? Tina, did you see the picture?
Back up again.
I'll show it again.
There it is.
Holes. What's up?
Hit that again.
Here, Tina, if you didn't see it. Yeah, that's a good
Nice
10
size,
foot
nice size toothpick.
toothpick, yeah. Picking the teeth of a dinosaur. The anime holes better be good. Is that a behave warning?
From Mr. Leo.
Mr. Lee's got the.
He's on it.
He's wielding that wrench.
Yep.
You get two of them with nunchucks.
Right on.
Yeah. So, MMA halls. What do you think about? Was it the 14th?
Yeah.
Trump having a match at the White House. Let's see what he has to say. Susie, what's up? Whenever whenever a new channel or name pops up, Stevie's on that like white on rice.
Welcome.
It is an MMA channel.
It is
Um,
pretty cool, actually.
yeah, right on.
Good to see you.
Murray
Murray.
says, go to Fontana, visit Duke.
MMA host says it should be a circus, and I'm all for it.
Right on. There's a guy that lives in the park here that used to fight MMA. I don't know his name though. He doesn't do it anymore, but I think he got hit too many times. Mr. Lisa Susie, you can come up and read my tarot. I'll be good. I would be good. Yeah.
I would be good.
Northwood says, I got a few more trips on my bucket list, including New Orleans and Washington, D.C.
Well,
I have no desire to go to Washington.
I grew up there.
Used to want to go to New Orleans, and then that kind of like
I've been
changed.
Been to New Orleans a few times and grew up in DC. I can think of better places for a bucket list,
Right?
in my opinion.
No, I'd
Not
like to do
disparaging anyone.
Montana and up that way, and Wyoming and
Northern California,
Eh.
Oregon.
Oregon. Nah.
I have a nephew there.
I mean, I'd like to. I just don't want to stop and stay because
No,
there's too many fucking weirdos up there.
I'd like to see my nephew.
Where do you see that?
Oregon.
They're trying to label it racist and link it back to slavery. MMA at White House. What if it's all white fighters? What then? Is it racist? Racist, that word doesn't mean anything anymore. It's lost. It's been used so many times. It's just lost its punch. Because it's like, it's another fatigue. Just that word.
I just was thinking of the recent. Someone called me racist recently.
Really?
Well, at work. I was called a racist. I've been called a fascist. I just laughed. Like, what?
Northwoods, I would like to go down. I haven't been, I'm not racist. I hate everybody equally.
I was called a racist by a Hispanic gentleman, and I laughed. I said, "You don't even know my last name? Like, you're calling me a racist? Look at my last name."
Northwood says the DC trip would be to see the Smithsonian, the military monuments, and Arlington.
Right on.
I'd like to go see the police officers' memorial for all the police that have been killed in the line of duty. My great grandfather's on that wall.
That's awesome. I mean, not that he's
but
no, that's an honor. That's very cool.
He was
I'd like to go back just for that because
cop.
I've always said, looking at the Vietnam Memorial Wall and the police officer memorial, I've never known anyone name on there personally.
Well, Mr. Lee can't think of any place he wants to go. Iceland's too expensive, but that would be his destination to go on another vacation. And again, sorry about your dog, Mr. Lee.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know. If I was in his situation where you live So many other countries next to you.
I know. Karen said the people screaming racist are the racists.
I'd like to go back to Italy.
I've always wanted to go to Italy. I mean,
Italy's cool.
for no other reason. I mean, if anything, because I have family there. You know, my dad's family.
It's the only place I've been as far as out of the country in Europe, you know, like was Italy. I didn't go to.
No, Karen, I was called a racist by someone that didn't like to be told that he couldn't do something in a public place, and it was more a loitering issue. But yeah, that was the response. I must be racist because why would I tell him that he couldn't be there? This was in the park. It was just bizarre to me. And the same with the kid that called. I say kid. He was probably in his later 20s. Called me fascist because I told him he couldn't hang around the summer camp area. This was last summer. And when I told him he had to move along, he started screaming, "You're a fascist. You fascist pig." Called me a fascist. Yeah, I laughed. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I would grab him by the throat.
I just laughed, and as I kept walking behind him, I was
You'd be like,
escorting him out.
define fascist, dude.
I just thought it was the stupidest thing. It made me laugh. You're all alike.
Anita, do you still have the shakes? I mean, have you gotten back to drawing at all? Or painting or whatever?
Chessboard. Good to see you.
What's up, Chess?
I did, Karen. I did. I laugh at myself a lot for saying the stupid things that I say. But when on both cases there, incidents, I cracked up. I'm like, it's shocking in a sense. It's so ridiculous you can't help but laugh. Being called a racist, being called a fascist.
Yeah.
It cracked me. Yeah, that was the initial response. I'm like, what? And then I died laughing. And both times the guys are sitting there looking at, well, the first, this guy that called me racist, I heard, I was told that he called me a racist. To my boss, actually. So when I saw him the next time, I approached him. How dare you? You know nothing about me. Why would you say that? Just because I told you no.
Mr. Lee says Italy to go see my relatives. I suggested we take my dad. We can take my dad. He goes 3 times a year. She'll love it. Good old-fashioned village, but she wants beach. We're in Italy, Mr. Lee.
Mary says, no beach here, so go to Italy, I suppose.
Hey, you can come back to the States, Mr. Lee. I'd set up a meet and greet around that.
Hell yeah. Are you kidding?
Fucking certainly would.
Absolutely. Half of them wouldn't show, but
No, that's fine.
I'm kidding.
It'll be me, Jay, you, fucking Chris,
Yeah.
eating over in the fucking the mason jar.
Absolutely.
Go to Capri. They got beaches out there. They got beaches in Italy.
Mr. Lee says, Murray, I've considered Montana, but I would probably get eaten by a bear.
Okay. You'll get it, Anita. Don't worry. You'll get back into it. Did he say where in Italy?
They'll only eat you if you get out and take pictures. Selfies.
Bavaria, the Rhine Valley, Baltic Coast. Jim says, Mr. Lee, motorcycle to Blue Ridge Parkway.
Sorrento near Naples.
Okay. Some good food in Naples. Good pizza. Plus, you leave when you go out to Capri, you take the ferry from Naples. We're right around there. We went to Caserta, which is near Naples. Roger says there was a big black bear in his yard not too long ago. Biggest black bear he's ever seen. It's truly, you could bring her to the States or go to Michigan. There are plenty of beaches out on Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, and Lake Superior. It's all fresh water. I know I put the link in chat. It's just been a while. Here you go. Excuse me. Tina says, Roger, be careful taking out the trash at night. Caserta. I do have family there, Mogs. Been many times. Yeah. Cool town. I like Caserta. My ex-wife's aunt and uncle, they owned a deli, a store, you know. So the dinners, you know, were always amazing because the food was so fresh. And then we did Rome, Caserta. Stayed in Rome for a couple of nights. Then we flew down to drove down to Caserta, and then we did Pompeii and Capri.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then we took a train. No, actually, we didn't. We didn't go. We did from Rome. We went to northern Italy. We took a train in northern Italy. It's my ex, her uncles and aunts. She had tons of family over there, so it was relatively inexpensive. We just had to pay for basically flights. But that was back in 91, somewhere around there. What is your latest snack go-to?
Late night snack.
Late night.
Tina said popcorn.
Unfortunately, I gotta stop eating that shit. Because we do sweets at night. I'll get off of here and pour some milk and grab I don't even know what we have.
Karen said there's bears and mountain lions here, not usually active though until fall when they fatten up for the winter. The mountain lions stay down by the creek behind our house.
We have them. You know, I don't know what
Apparently.
the population is in this state, but
Apparently I have a Florida panther around the Wekiva area, which is,
where you work?
yeah, the parks where I work.
No, I don't think I'd want to
seen
deal.
that
I'd rather
guy.
deal with a bear than a cat.
Yeah, because cats are real. They stalk. Sneaky. In the bed. Black bears, usually you can scare them off.
Chessboard said, I knew not to send that order to Michael by USPS. He's still going in circles. That's one word. Northwood, you're probably right. He says the most dangerous cougars are the two-legged kind. It's the only thing that I wish we was in the woods.
Yeah, me too.
Same setup, but in the woods. I'd be happy. Still on a lake, but in the woods.
Up on a mountain somewhere. Still on the lake, but
I don't need the mountains.
that's the woods.
Huh?
It's the woods.
Jay Fritz says we have two bears wandering around our 55 community here, always seeing them on house cameras. Yeah, they've been there for a while now, dude. Anita says we have a couple of bears and a mountain lion roaming around where we live recently. We have feral cats. Some gators.
Couple gators. I was
Couple
telling her
lizards.
earlier. He was laying down and I was out back fishing. Little tiny baby gator pops up, and then not even 2 feet from it, a bigger one popped up. I don't think they realized they were beside each other because normally they'll chase each other off. Well, the big one will chase after the little one. They couldn't have been 2 feet apart.
Northwood says a few weeks ago I was on my way home from the VFW post and saw a prairie dog in someone's front yard.
They're so cute.
Yeah, I think they'd be a cool pet.
I see all the videos.
Bothers nobody here. All these old farts except me in bed by 9. That's Jay.
In bed asleep by now.
Take your word for it, Mr. Lee. He says, I've started eating 6 egg lunch and 10 rashes of bacon. Sometimes that's all I need. I'm a lean, mean, shagging machine. I'm telling you. Anita says, I'm in the foothills of Mount Rainier, so it's pretty regular.
Kate Smasher says, Mr. Lee, and your girlfriend still won't marry you.
She refuses to pay for it. What kind of dogs are pretty? Let's see. Oh. Mr. Lee, one of my uncles has some brindle. Our dogs are that are out of hunting stock. I might get one from. Nice. Brindle's more of a color, isn't it? I wonder what kind of dog it is, though. Is it a spaniel, Springer Spaniel, or cur dog, or what is it? I've only dealt with bird dogs. Links in chat, by the way, if anybody wants to click on and come hang out. We still have about 40 minutes left.
You startled me.
Why was it too quiet?
It was abrupt.
Janet has lost over 35 pounds on our diet.
No,
What have you lost there, Jay?
that's a Brindle.
Looks like a whippet or something.
There are different varieties of, but that's
Well, that is different because look at the face on that one. It's more bulldog.
tiger stripe coat pattern
Yeah, that's a brindle.
caused by complex genetics.
Yeah, I know what the, but that's on a few different type of dogs.
Yes, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
no, I know what the brindle color is. That's cool.
Maya's brindle, if you think about it.
Mm.
Yeah. She has that variation of the brown and black.
It's not the same. Karen says, I love it. I love the whole area. We love going to Mount Rainier. I think we are both blessed to live in such a beautiful area. No, I'd love to check out up there. I want to do the redwoods. I want to see that.
Right.
Be a multimillionaire twice over if I has my drinking and thinking money from all those years. Yeah. No shit, huh? Mr. Lee, he needed a couple of dogs and a pet pig. It'll help keep the invaders away. Chief Fritz, are you still visiting Sonics? I bet that is cheating. Grounds for divorce. Yeah, that's what I want to see is those big trees. I mean, I've seen the Grand Canyon a bunch of times. I want to see other natural wonders. Jim says, Karen, seen any UFOs up your way? Roger says, plot hounds are brindle color. So what do we got going on? We got a slow weekend. Right now, could change. I don't have any boats going out tomorrow. It's been a really slow week. Even last weekend, all my boats that were reserved, they all canceled. I don't know when the last time a boat went out
Well,
besides today.
we've had pretty crappy weather too. If it hadn't been rainy, it's been windy and rainy. Thunderstorms. And
Karen says she goes to bed so early it's pathetic, but she'll stay up for the auroras.
oh, heck yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Oh, absolutely. Talk about
It was
bucket
last
list.
night. They were supposed to come down as far as Illinois.
Talk about bucket list. That would definitely be one thing I would make a point to go see.
I don't like that expression, bucket list.
I know you don't, but it is what it is.
Bucket list is I'm getting to Alaska at some point.
Yeah, that would be. It's just a reference.
Michelle, how are you? It's like
Michelle
it
Powell,
wouldn't come
good to
out.
see you. Yeah, I know, Michelle.
Life happens. We get it.
We're glad to see you.
Mr. Lee says Morgan Freeman gets on my nerves. Just saying.
He's so random.
Name bucket list. It's to the point. I get it, what it represents. There's just something about it.
So I just was kind of scrolling through. I was looking at the weather, and then the next news thing came up. Spielberg discusses Disclosure Day. Steven Spielberg returns to Alien territory with Disclosure Day, hitting theaters next Friday. The thriller stars Emily Blunt as a meteorologist and Josh O'Connor as a cybersecurity expert who stumble upon government secrets about extraterrestrial life. Inspired by real UFO congressional hearings, the film explores empathy and the impact of whistleblowers when the truth is finally revealed. Just found that interesting that it's inspired by congressional hearings. Self-disclosure. Literally naming it Disclosure Day.
NAC says I saw the weirdest thing at Wally World. All he needed was high heels and a purse. But girly clothes on a guy just don't work no matter what. I agree. He's going to make a Western next? It's funny. I always want to do certain things in my life, but acting, I'd like to get into, but just once. And the only thing I want to be in is a Western. I can't explain it. If I were to film a movie, I'd want it to be a Western. Karen says the last movie I saw was about Led Zeppelin. We loved it. Awesome. Lots of Sasquatch sightings in Mount Rainier. What's the other one that's the mountain? No. The hell's the name of the mountain that has supposedly the city inside of it?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Knows you can audition for the next Spielberg movie. You know what? We got an in the friggin' the acting world. As far as Chance, he'd probably be able to find out anything about that easier than I would. Mount Shasta, thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Mount St. Helens, I think I'd like to go to as well. Best Western ever, in my humble opinion, Tombstone, says Michelle. I was watching Hunting Season with Mel Gibson yesterday on Sky. It was good. Never heard of it. Best Western. It's a tough one. I was a big, I still am. I love Dances with Wolves. Rawhide was good, Mr. Lee. Tyler, what's up? Good night. Good to see you. Anita says it's amazing to see how much life has come back and grown around Mount St. Helens after all these years. Well, shit, it's been a long time. No, you couldn't remake Blazing Saddles. Michelle says, Mr. Lee, I watch Gunsmoke and The Virginian with my dad almost every day. That's cool. Outlaw Josie Wiles, good one. Little Big Man. That was Dustin Hoffman. Mr. J. Fritz says, tell me the reasoning for this. Doctor put me on a water pill to help my kidney flush excess water, then tells me to drink more water for my dehydration for cramps. Yeah, it's kind of a vicious cycle, isn't it? It's twoo. It's twoo. That's awesome. Another one you couldn't do is like History of the World Part 1. You couldn't do Tropic Thunder. Geez, there's a few. Young Guns was good, Stevie.
Yeah, I like.
Karen says, I liked anything with Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood just officially retired. Like this week. Oh, there's only one road up to Mount St. Helens, and apparently there was a landslide last year, so it's still closed, according to Anita. Indocana, what is that? I gotta scroll back and see what I missed. Hell on Wheels. Northwood says, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Kate Smasher says, I have my sound off so I can hear what's moving around underneath me. I guess he's just a chat reader. It's good to be the king. Wait for the shake.
NAC, what'd you watch it on? Westworld.
Jay says, love my doc, though. He still gives out good drugs. LOL. Drake, what's up? The Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. That's where I wanted to go. Was 8 Caves or 8 Canyon. That's up in Mount St. Helens. That's what I'd want to check out. Mr. Lee says Clint Eastwood's almost 100 years old. His son is a terrible actor, though. Who's here? Christy?
Hey, Christy.
What's up? Nita says there's a visitor center at the bottom of the road still, but not much to see there. I was recently checking to see about going up there with a friend. High Noon, classic Western. My dad was into John Wayne Westerns. Combed the whole area and couldn't find it. Hello, Mogs and Steve. I've missed you. We've been here.
Right.
That's all good. Right on. We were getting ready to watch Heartbreak Ridge. That was Clint Eastwood. Wasn't it Mario Van Peebles was in that? And isn't that the one where Clint Eastwood goes and takes charge of all the misfits?
Yeah.
Is that Heartbreak Ridge?
I think so. Sounds familiar.
Or was it Hamburger Hill? I don't remember. When I hear the term "coming in area," that scene from Spaceballs always comes to mind. Man, we ain't seen shit. Or we ain't found shit. You got the guys out there with the combs, combing the area. 2 black guys with a pick. You guys, what have you found? Man, we ain't found shit.
Chessboard said it moves. We combed the whole area and didn't find shit. Yeah, Tina, that was good. 310 to Yuma.
Well, that was a remake, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Lonesome Dove was another one. Good Western. Oh, no shit. That was Tim Russ.
I didn't know that.
He played Tuvok on Star Trek Voyager. That's an interesting fact, dude. Other movies you couldn't make today. You know, he said you couldn't do a Bugs Bunny, like you couldn't replay the old Bugs Bunny today. But then I think of like shit Family Guy has gotten away with. Doesn't compare to Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, right.
Bugs Bunny never smoked crack, you know, and
Yeah, but they've also got canceled a few times. Managed to come back every time, but
who's that? Family Guy?
Family Guy, yeah.
Open Range with Costner, good too. Spaghetti Westerns taught me how to. It's scrolled up. Damn it. Spaghetti Westerns taught me how to be good, bad, and ugly all at once. So confusing. A Few Dollars More was a great Western. Was that like a sequel to Fistful of Dollars? Rabbit season. Duck season. It just got loud. It sounded like it got windy out. Is that the fan?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. The fan on our computer just kicked down. I was like, what the hell? Just loud. Yeah, none of Mel Brooks' movies would cut it today. There's too much political correctness today. That's true. Never thought about that. He says Bugs Bunny would fit right in these days with all the times he was cross dressing. That's weird. It's funny how you look at it now. But back then, he was like just putting on the outfit to get away from
Disguise.
Elmer J. Fudd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keith Smasher says, Anita, I asked my 17 siblings how our parents survived without electricity. 17 siblings.
Wow.
Are you counting the whole tribe, or is this just it's his brothers and sisters, dude? That's a lot.
It is.
I used to see her and Christy. We could write everything in cursive and really confuse non-old schoolers. They're writing in code. Northwood says 17 siblings. Sounds like an Amish family. One Mormon. Lee Van Cleef had a crazy spaghetti western. I forgot the name of it. I don't remember. Yosemite Sam hated Bugs Bunny. Yosemite was the rootinest, tootinest, meanest hombre this side of the Pecos. Well, that's just funny because it's a rabbit with a Brooklyn attitude, a Brooklyn accent,
Yeah, they were, Anita. The cartoons were wonderful back then.
Yeah, absolutely. But Bugs Bunny, they did push the barriers. There was a lot of adult humor that just flew right over kids' heads.
We weren't aware of.
Blazing Saddles was very funny.
Yeah.
And they weren't done with AI either.
Yeah. God forbid.
I have no use for AI. Just because it's there, I got to use it? No, I don't need it. Yeah, his son, Mel Blanc's son, did a really good job on some voiceovers. He did. He did see a pretty tat. Karen says, I refuse to use AI too. I have no desire to use it. I mean, I don't want to create shit with it. I don't want to. I don't know. True, Roger. He says, All in the Family, The Jeffersons, and Sanford and Son wouldn't be made today.
Oh, not at all.
I mean, All in the Family, that was
blatant.
blatant. I mean, Sammy Davis Jr. stood in Archie Bunker's living room. I think he even kissed them.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, that was a name for like a bigot or a racist. Was like they called him an Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Oh, Anita says when I was little, my dream was to work for Disney or Hanna-Barbera doing animation. That would have been cool.
Absolutely.
I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, so I drew a lot of cartoons. But I never thought of doing it. Like I always wanted to make a cartoon, like do stop motion. This one camera I always wanted was a stop motion camera. Just to do like claymation and drawing and cartoons, but the old way. Cell by cell and page by page and movement by movement. What a woke world we are living in now. It's not all woke, dude. It's not the major population. The major population is waking up, but it's not woke. No, I mean I don't. No, I wish. I used to have, pads and pads and pads of drawings and stuff, but I lost everything. Having moved so many times in the past that shit got misplaced. Had to start over, but I'm going to start drawing again. I have some pictures in mind that I want to start. I want to start drawing.
It's right over there.
No, I know. I know you bought me a pad and pencils, and I have to test out those pencils though. I mean, it's all good, I
Life happens.
Yeah, I can still draw, so I should. You'll get back into it. Don't worry. I think you're right, Karen. She says, I think people are starting to realize voting counts. At least I hope so. I was just reading. Sorry. Yeah, I watched this whole thing today. This guy on the news about voting results, and he went through all these different countries, and all these countries from the time the polls are closed to the time they get the results, 8 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 8 hours. All these different countries, and it gets California, 37 days.
Yeah.
That's how long it's. Congress has got to step in. There's just too much room and time and for too much of a chance for fraud. I mean, congratulations to Spencer Pratt. He's still in the race for mayor of Los Angeles. I really want to see him get in just to see what he does. Because you know how fucked it is. So you're going to immediately notice any change. Northwood says, I've done more drawing and painting since I've been in Texas than I did in the 2 years before moving here. Apparently you've been distracted for, before that, Northwoods. That's cool. NAC says, I voted for Mickey Mouse for president once. I don't think they liked it. That's my write-in choice. Well, they're doing the mail-in votes. That's what they're waiting on now. And they're saying it could take up to a week to get them all in. And they're also saying that it could be like 30% of all the votes cast are write-in votes or mail-in votes. And historically, they tend to be more favor Democrats. But we'll see. He's got 5 minutes to really sell himself more in
5 months.
5 months? Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm not sure. Some like minutes.
That's a lot of movies, dude. Chessboard. You're right, Northwoods. The only mail-in votes should be absentee votes and military ballots. Drake, I heard that in Yosemite Sam's voice. Jim says anybody can win. Just change your name to none of the above. Reform UK is what I'm voting. Rupert Lowe, we are counting on you, man. Come on. Yeah. And when is that? When is that election, Mr. Lee? Starmer's got to go. That motherfucker's just got to go. Mel Blanc was good friends with Jack Benny and was often on Jack Benny's TV show. Right on. $20.29. Oof. Oof.
Oof.
Something's got to happen before that. That's true, Gates Nasher. He says, change happens when good people stand up and say something about it. See, I don't know if you guys check it out at all. There's a channel called 2C TV. He's a journalist. I guess he's originally from Iran. I don't know where he broadcasts from. But Starmer that just in the UK just banned his show because he was pushing the whole that killing that happened, the stabbing, the kid that got killed. And he was going to cover that, and they don't want it out there. Anita says, I watched 2C. Yes, he's good. Well, David, thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Have a good night, bud. Mm-hmm. You need to remove Mr. Lee. You need to remove him from office and then tar and feather him. Mike Graham show. Don't know him. I've gotten into a lot lately is a channel called The Righteous Perspective. This guy, Brother Wise, it's an all black channel, black panel, but it's a really good show. They talk, they're religious based. They don't push it, like they don't shove it down your throats, but they talk about a lot about politics, and it's just a good perspective, different perspective. So I've been watching that a lot. Karen's got to get Ubby and Betty's snoozing in the recliner. Jay, get out of the chair. Keith Smasher, it's amazing. You can get them together for sports, but not for something that affects them. It's true. Mike Graham was on the UK's Talk TV until a few months ago. Now he's independent. I'm going to climb down and head for the swamps. It's filled with water. Swamps are. So wow, you guys are just gonna let us hang this whole time.
Right.
See how it is. No, man, I'm glad we could bullshit that long. Or I could. No, that 2 hours went by pretty quick.
Kind of did. I think the last 20 minutes I got sleepy as hell.
What the hell, man? My iPad going again. I'm just saying, better stop talking.
Right. Very much what you say.
Indeed.
Medication time. Sure it is.
I mean, you're more than welcome. Just push the button. You don't have to be on camera. You know that.
Right.
Hit that little button there and don't have to be on camera.
Do like I do.
Karen, good night. Good night, Karen's hubby. Sweet dreams. I'm getting out again. What the hell? Oh, the AC went off too.
It kicked off. Yeah, we don't have the fan on either.
That's true. It's just stagnant air right now.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out why am I getting hot.
Well, I noticed that earlier when you said about getting warm. We haven't run the fan in a few days, I don't think.
Well, when that fan's on, when it's hot and the air conditioner's on, it doesn't allow it to cool off. It just keeps circulating that warm air up there. And I found out when I shut the fan off, the cool air will move in and then slowly move up.
Which is weird because you would think that it would grab the cool air and bring it over there.
Murray says, try watching Promethean action videos if you want to understand Trump.
Stelly, what is wrong with you?
No, I didn't say that. Anyway. So what's today? Thursday. Damn.
Yeah.
Week's almost over.
Yeah, almost.
What are you guys doing for the weekend? Anything? I got work, but it's not a busy
I work Saturday.
Busy weekend.
Saturday I'll be busy because I'm working by myself again. But that's my Friday, so I'm good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I guess we're going to call this a wrap. Wrap it up and say goodnight.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
I'm glad everybody hung out.
I know, right?
Yeah. It's good to see everybody.
Indeed.
Going down to Clearwater Beach tomorrow. Have a good time, Gate. Michelle's going to a family reunion.
Check out Pass Grill. Pass Grill is a cool spot.
Dog sitting, a Boston Terrier, says
Especially
Anita.
if you want to get away from crowds. It's a cool beach. My favorite beach in Florida.
Murray says sitting on your balls too long is not a good thing, Mugs. Did I imply that?
I mean,
did I imply that?
are you sitting on them?
Why
What the hell's
are
going
my
on?
balls a subject right now?
All of a sudden.
You think, no, now he's sitting on my keys. Wallet's not in my pocket.
Do you normally sit on them? I mean, what's going on?
No, I just don't know where that came from.
I have questions.
I don't necessarily have answers.
Anita, it was definitely good to see
Michelle, good night. Yeah, Anita, it was good to see you. Glad you stopped in. Well, he's got the biggest balls of them all. On that note, guys, you have an amazing weekend. If you enjoyed tonight's chat, whatever you call it, hit the like button below.
Stats. Good to see you, hon.
You better catch your boat before he gets into the swamp. Just leave him now.
Judy.
Hey, Judy. Yeah, hit the like button. Also, share it out and leave comments. We love comments. All right, guys.
We do.
Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. We love you.
We do.
Peace and God bless.